This is a Ayetoro community in a larger local government, and we don't have banks here, so it's a riverine community. And then the challenges are there. Like if you are taking a boat now to Bonla, you spend about 300 naira or 400 naira. So, and then when you are coming back, you spend the same amount as well. And then when you get to Bonla, the thing is you are still taking a car. So the car you are taking, you are spending about 500 naira down to Igbokoda. So it's very, very far from us. So, and that's why it is very, very vital to have something like this when they are in need of banking services.
Láti bí sí báǹkì báyìí ó jìn díẹ̀, and torí àwọn ewu tó wà ńbẹ̀ pé a tún máa gbówó, a máa mówó jáde, and owó tàdé rí bí èsè day money díẹ̀díẹ̀ la máa ń kó àwọn owó yẹn jọ. So gbà tí tábàrẹ́ni tó bá wà nítòsí, so I prefer ká fi owó yẹn sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀. Tábà nídìí owó ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ bí ilé ìfowópamọ́ bí kàkà, so ó ràn iṣẹ́ apẹja wa yìí lọ́wọ́ dáadáa.
Mo máa ń yan edé, so mo máa ń lọ sọ́dọ̀ Stephen Alebiosu, màá lọ gbowó lọ́dọ̀ wọn, màá fi lọ ra edé mi, màá ta edé mi, màá dáwó yẹn padà sọ́dọ̀ wọn. Tí n bá pè lórí fóònù láàrin ìṣẹ́jú méjì àti dá mi lóhùn, within 5 minutes màá ti dọ́dọ̀ wọn, so màá ti gba owó, màá dẹ̀ ti fi lọ ra edé. Tí n bá ní pé kí n lọ sí Ìgbọ́kọ̀dá, ó possible kí n má bá edé. Láti ọdún kan tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ti ń bá Mr. Stephen ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn, kò sí problem.
My business has begun to grow. I now buy my things in bulk. I don't normally buy from the retailers. At times I want to buy my flowers and other things from Lagos direct, and I have to call my customers. With the First Bank transfer that is here, I can transfer with a little money and I still have other gains. The transaction has really helped my business because those things that I'm buying from Lagos, I'm having more gains there because the ones you get from here is more expensive.
Like Ayetoro, there are many communities across the country where financial services are severely lacking. And where there is lack, there is also opportunity. Nigerians are taking hold of these immense opportunities, and this is evident in the growing network of Firstmonie agents like Stephen. These community heroes are a shining ray of hope on remote and vulnerable communities that are largely underserved by the financial service industry. About 36.6 million adult Nigerians lack access to financial services, yet they are engaged in daily transactions. Unsurprisingly, these are the people earnestly embracing Firstmonie. So how did it all begin?
First Bank, a key part of our history and our future. It's about development and economic growth. And the key strength of our franchise is our ability to look at gaps in the society, develop products and services that addresses that gap in a profitable manner. So Firstmonie is actually our platform for accelerating financial inclusion within the country. Because when people have access to financial services, empirical studies have shown clearly that it's one of the ways by which people begin to alleviate poverty.
Poverty is still a reality for millions of people around the world. According to the World Poverty Clock, more than 643 million people across the world live in extreme poverty, with Africans accounting for about 2/3 of the total number. In 2018, Nigeria overtook India as the country with the largest number of people living in extreme poverty, with an estimated 87 million Nigerians, about half of the country's population, reported to be living on less than $1.90 a day.
When I went back to HND and come back after service, I submitted my CV. There was no job. So I decided to create one for myself. I was able to save money to construct this caravan. We are equipped with up to 12 systems that customers use to browse. Before, one Kisio Kireke from First Bank introduced me to Firstmonie. The system we used to have all this area, fill the shop is no more there. We have to remove them to create space for customers who have come to withdraw money. They are doing depositing and withdrawing. We have aged ones that come to make transactions, and unlike ATM machine where they go, nobody will assist them. But here they come and feel relaxed. And business women in the market, when they finish, we wait for them to lodge money into their account. These have helped them a lot. Agency banking doesn't have season, it's everyday income.
In spite of the challenges facing women in gaining financial access, innovations like Firstmonie have created a huge opportunity for many enterprising women, many of whom have witnessed significant success. Kasali Kende, Kenny Kask, is one of the pioneer Firstmonie agents. She is located in a community with no access to financial services. She is regarded as the bank in her community, which speaks volumes about the impact she has made on the community.
I look around, I can see there is no banks in my area. I started with 30,000 naira. So I was popular because I was the first agent in this area. And Firstmonie is the best POS that we use in my area. This is my main branch. I have up to 7 branches, of which I started with 1 container beside me. Later, I know I was growing enough. That place cannot be convenient for customers. I was able to rent another shop beside the container because that is my main shop. So Firstbank helped me a lot, and they helped me so that I can be on my own.
The Firstmonie network is not just for Firstbank, okay? Because the agent location, when you visit any agent, okay, that location serves all banks' customers. So what we have actually built is a financial services network for the entire banking industry. So today, any customer can walk into a Firstmonie agent location and withdraw cash, from his account, deposit money into his account, transfer money from his account to any account in Nigeria, pay bills, buy airtime, do all sorts. We've also extended financial services to locations that ordinarily no bank would have wanted to go there because of issues around either security or viability. So without the Firstmonie scheme, we would have achieved that. On the average, those locations process about 600 to 1 million transactions daily, valued at an average of about 9 billion every day. Okay, so we have some of our agents that process more transactions than our branches.
I'm into petroleum business, but I can confess to you that the monthly commission that I receive from Firstmonie agency, sometimes it overshoots what we receive from the petroleum, even petrol and gas. We open by 8 o'clock, but people will have been here from 7 o'clock. If you come here weekend and you see a lot of crowd, we attend to them and they pray. They pray for us. Alhaji, you have done well, even for bringing this service to our community. It has saved us from having to. It's like traveling, The nearest bank to this place is at Adaton, and it has just come in maybe less than 6 months ago. The other one is at Lafenwa. The other one is at Chapman. If you know the distance of those places I've mentioned to where we are operating now, you know it's a lot of distance. What it will have cost them for transportation is far more than the commission they have to pay.
During the day, this place is always crowded with transactions, especially in the evening when the banking are all closed already. And we've been able to grow from this location to other locations. Presently, we have about 6 other locations, which, because of the demand, and all these locations, they are all doing well.
10,000. 10,000.
There is really indeed a great change in my life. I can tell you that in this very location, we can sometimes do 250 transactions each day. I was working alone before. I had to employ others. 2 now.
Firstmonie has really impacted in me. It has empowered me financially. And with Firstmonie, I've been able to employ 6 staffs, which 5 are female. So I see Firstmonie as a business to employ and also to empower ladies.
What we're trying to do is to create, for the future, is to create that ecosystem that allows easy financial transactions wherever you are in Nigeria.
The nearest bank to us here is about 15 kilometers away. Now we have cut the cost of transportation. Now we have about 350 footprints here on daily basis.
In Nigeria's financial inclusion journey, Northern Nigeria has been a source of concern. Financial inclusion is lowest in the northern states, with more than 20 million adults lacking access to financial services. Extreme poverty and high levels of unemployment also plague the northern states. The introduction of Firstmonie agent business in the region has brought a dramatic change.
Fasomina yawancin su da akwai ɗalibai da suke zuwa daga kas, sannan da akwai masaya shinkafa, akwai wanda suke sayan tattasai da albasa. Firstmonie suna taimaka, mun samu ci gaba da su saboda mun yi expanding din rayuwarmu.
The combination of the low number of bank branches in the region and massive stretches of land has exacerbated the rate of exclusion in these northern regions. There are local governments without any formal financial institution. This has left millions vulnerable, even as they live daily without the support required to manage financial shocks or emergencies, not to mention the risk associated with traveling far to deposit or withdraw funds.
When you look at what we've done in the northern part of the country, northeast, northwest, and north central, we've also built up a significant number of Firstmonie agents in those locations. Because statistically, the part of the country where financial inclusion is lowest is actually in the northern part of the country. One very senior government official who's from Jigawa State told me of a couple of agents somewhere around Gumel. He said it's like 70 kilometers away from Gumel. Gumel is the nearest town where there's a branch of a bank. And along that 70 kilometers, he said he saw 2 of Firstmonie agents. He called me, I didn't call him. He said, MD, you guys are doing extremely well. This is exactly what our country requires. Thinking through solutions that enable us to promote economic growth and development.
Tun da ya zo kusa da mutane, Firstmonie ya taimaki mutane gefe-gefe, gabaki ɗaya nan suke zuwa. Saboda mene? Saboda madadin su tafi nesa, sun dawo suna zuwa kusa kawai su yi duk abin da ya dace su yi. Da ajiyewa da transfer. Su mutane yanzu haka sun fi jin daɗin su yi harka da Firstmonie da sauran abubuwa saboda su karan kan sun fi jin daɗin haka. Yanzu mota ta zo, yanzu za a zo a karbi kuɗi a daga motan da kaya a ciki. Which means in aka zo da kaya ana so a biya mutane, za a tura kuɗi a sako kaya. Ya canja mutane rayuwansu. Madadin ka ɗauka kuɗi ka tafi da shi wani wuri. maybe abrobas, maybe some ya canja zuwa dai zauna a gida kawai a kawo masa komai.
The Firstmonie Agent Network is a strong network of agents like Stephen, Ephraim, Kehinde, Urode, Tatari, and Abubakar, who are bringing value to their communities.
Firstbank helped me a lot, and they helped me so that I can be on my own. I can be able to depend on my own. I can plow in anywhere that I really appreciate Firstmonie.
There is really indeed a great change in my life. Coming back from school, a very disappointed person, a very depressed person, someone that was even thinking of ending it because nothing was working. Now, everything is okay. In fact, I even have people that are working for me. It's like a dream come true because I've always wanted to have a business of my own, employ people and touch lives and make people and be a solution to people's needs.
Firstbank have tried a lot. I will always be thankful to them. Even my customers, they are thankful to Firstbank. I'm really proud of them and will always remain grateful to them for changing my life.
These men and women are community heroes who are helping to promote the financial inclusion agenda, building their respective communities and providing employment all across the country. And Firstbank is determined to include more and more people, communities, not only in Nigeria, but the rest of Africa.
We believe that there's still a lot to be done, not just in Nigeria. As you are probably aware, we also have other locations across Africa. Ghana is of interest to us. We started rolling out our agency banking in Ghana. Democratic Republic of Congo is a country of about 80 million people. So significant opportunity for us to help Africa to promote financial inclusion and begin to address poverty across the continent.